Morning everybody, Jim with R&J. Early spring, I'm in Ohio, inland lake, stained water. Trees are budded up, leaves are forming, but you look on a horizon, it's still kind of brown. So it's early, it's cold, and the older I get, the more I whine about the cold, yet here we are. So early spring pattern. I've got jigs tied on, maybe gonna throw some square bill, even threw a big 6-inch swim bait on, some spinner bugs, some chatterbug. So hang out with me. If there is a good time of the year to catch a pig, this is it. Spring, looking for fish moving up shallow. This is a neat lake, old pad fields, laydowns, some docks and rocks, that kind of thing. So R&J bass fishing, Northwest Ohio. Let's go fishing. This fish just gently came in and poofed it in when I had about 3 foot of line out. Skinny bass. He's probably moving in tighter, looking for food. Little better fish. Throwing some various baits. Throwing some different baits. This one is a little bit better, up tight, buried into these pads. Another fish up very tight. Another fish very tight. I'm catching them on a mixed bag. This one on a chatterbug. I've been flipping some plastic, pitching plastic. Decent fish, but like I keep saying, there's bigger ones in here. Females are going to be moving tight. These fish feel a little warmer than the air, so I'm going to stay tight. Keep changing up baits, trying different things. Vibration and flash got that one. Big creature bait got the last one. So I'm going to keep trying different baits, uptight, keep trying to put a pattern together. There's a better fish. Nice. You know, as I'm approaching some of the shore, look at this one. There's a chunk. Feels warm, warmer than the air. Nice chunk. This one's probably pushing 4. As I'm working some of this cover, I'm working with chatterbugs and working the outside edges first. Then I'll maneuver my way a little tighter toward shore, flipping, pitching, plastics, jigs, things like that. So I'm working the outside cover first, the outside edges, then working my way in tighter. These fish are moving shallow. I'm taking this chatterbug and I'm almost slow rolling it. I'm feeling a lot of stuff on the bottom. I'm hitting some of those pad stalks. I'm also bumping logs and twigs and branches and stuff like that, and doing my fair share of snagging them, which I'll punch out in the editing process. But bumping that bottom cover, pausing a little bit, steady retrieve, pause, steady retrieve, pause, or a little bit of a snap when I'm bumping some of that cover. That seems to be what's happening when I'm triggering those bites. Well, you guys, certain shorelines seem to be a little bit better than others. If I can find just timber or just pads, I'm not doing quite as well. If I can find a combo of pad fields with some laydowns and some timber, that's where I'm getting my best fish. That's where I'm being most productive. What a pig. Come on, buddy. Open your mouth. Tight, tight. Oh my gosh. Look at this tank. What a hog. Chatterbug, tail wore off through its history. I'm going to get a weight on this one. Working out the outer edges, then working in shallow. And look what you get. A tank. Nice. Guys, that fish was my personal best. 7 pounds, 4 ounces on a newer Berkeley scale. I weighed it 2 or 3 times. I ended up at 7.4. Fantastic. What a day. Fish, oh, he was uptight. Trying to find some of this little bit of backwater. Offers a little bit of protection. Gonna warm up a little bit better. And another chunky bass. Looking for spawning areas, capitalizing on my chatterbait. Knew there was one on this corner. Nice. First spinnerbait fish of the day, but these fish today like that chatterbug. First one on a spinnerbug, a decent one, added to my day, which has been a fantastic day so far. Well, you guys, we are done for the day. Grab my bob link. Got the boat backed in, docked in the garage on the charger. I'll give you a quick synopsis of the day. It is mid-April. It's still chilly outside. My hands were freaking cold this morning. And throughout the day, I was getting stuff dropping on me. I'm thinking, are these trees like seed potting or something like that? No, it's a little snow. Kind of cracked me up a little bit. Third week of April, and we're still getting snow up here in the Midwest, but that is spring in Ohio. Had one of everything tied on this morning. Water temps were in the mid-50s. I knew these fish were going to be moving up tighter to shore. Didn't know if the females were going to be staging a little back off further yet, or if they were going to be tight also. But I had one of everything tied up. Spinnerbaits, chatterbugs, I had squarebills tied on, some jigs, some swim baits. And inevitably, I like to throw all these. I like the variety of lures to fish with, but inevitably they keyed in on this chatterbug. Black and blue. We'll throw some links in the description if you're interested in tracking some of those down. It was a great bait today. But from mid-morning on, it was pretty much that vibrating jig bite, and I would get into an area that looked good. Good blend of pads and lay down, and I would just saturate that area with casts and then slide down the shoreline, hit another area that looked likely. So hey, thanks a bunch for checking out R&J Bass Fishing. Hopefully you learned a little bit on how to gauge the water temps, and associate that with how those bass are staging before they start moving up tight for spawn. Hey, thanks a bunch for watching. We'll see you next time.